want to do one scene real time, if you want to jump around, like whatever floats your boat, I'm down for.
Awesome. Okay. Wow. I don't normally have this much power over things.
I know
Uh,
so
well,
much.
perhaps let's start with one, and if we both get the twinkle in our eye that we're dying, then we can change it up.
We're Oh, if we're dying, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go down hard. I'm not gonna change it up. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna go down in flames, buddy.
Amazing. Best way.
Let's see. We've got one, two, three. Buddy, we've got 70 suggestions. So pick a number
Wow.
1 to 70.
Number 170. 20.
Yeah. Did you think there was a right answer? Because you were like, I don't know, 20?
No, I literally looked at like on my computer. It's got the calendar and it says 2020. So I wasn't that original with it. I can be honest.
Well, that's perfect. 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh, buddy, it is from Lauren, and the suggestion is battle snakes. Battle
Love it.
snakes. Thanks, Lauren.
Are you ready?
Well, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Oh no, I was in character.
Okay. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, let me get in character too. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it. I feel like I was half character there. I've been thinking. I'm in my head now, so let me get into character. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yo, nope. Sorry.
One more.
All right. When we start talking, wait, okay. Hold on. Ready?
Yeah.
One, two, three.
Right. I
We're
see
in
what
it.
you're doing.
Yeah, we're in it now.
Yeah. I see your tactics. You're starting early.
I mean, I'm ready from the beginning,
Well, shake, rattle, and roll, man. That's what I say.
right? I mean, hey, I respect you.
Oh, the
How about that?
respect
How about that? I
is.
respect you. I'm putting you. I'm going to say it right now. I respect you.
I respect for you so hard
Come on.
that your respect is almost obsolete in the face of the respect that I show for you.
Here's what I respect about you. It's when I think of you and the respect I have for you. I think of it. It's like it's a grain of sand on the beaches of the world. And my respect for you, every grain of sand is a different thing I respect about you. So if you take the sand in its entirety on the earth, that's what I respect about
Hmm.
you. That's my respect for you.
Not
Yeah.
not trying to one up, but if you think of atoms in the cosmos, in the universe, that would be a pin drop in the multiverse of respect that I can show for you.
See, you're just proving right now why I respect you. Because I respect your one-upmanship. I respect how you look at things. I respect how you go, let me respect you in this way. And that I respect about you, my friend. And in fact, I respect you so much. You're one of my you're my one friend. I have acquaintances. I have many acquaintances, but I have one friend, and that's
Yeah.
you.
Facebook official.
Yep.
I I have to bow. I have to concede. I have to concede to this. I cannot. You have shown me such respect that I have to. I have to give myself, I have to be wide open to the level, like the degrees of respect that you have shown me. I I can only say that I am in your awe. I'm in your presence.
I don't I don't think I could respect anyone any more than someone who shows that kind of respect. People talk about respect. Very few people show respect. You show respect. Yeah.
I am always learning from your level of respect. One day I will be able to climb up just to like the base camp of the mountain of respect that you have shown me today. I think perhaps now that we've established that in your presence I can never dream to perhaps show an ounce of a degree of the level of respect that you've shown for me, that this battle, this we should call it off. It is a no contest. You have won. Like I was born. I came from within like the egg that gave me life. It it was it was wasted if my purpose was to in any way challenge what you have done just in this moment, let alone all of your days, hours, months, years of existence.
There was a young woman. She spent her whole life trying to find her place, where she could be, what she was going to do, what she was about, and one day she came across this paper. And on the paper it had lyrics to a song. And she looked at that and it summed up everything she was hoping it would. And it was an anthem for generations to come. That young woman was Aretha Franklin, and that song was Respect. And that is you. That song is about you. It epitomizes you. And
No,
it is you.
I'm sorry. And believe me, it pains me to do this, but I have to disagree with you. And believe me, I'm trembling at the prospect of this. But the song, the words you just put in with your breath into the air, that is the very fabric, the DNA of respect. Without that level of respect, there would be no RESPECT, as Aretha so famously sang about. I
Only someone who is confident in their own abilities would say that.
the fact that I can bear my soul and that you would recognize it and not admonish me, but accept me for that. That that is truly that is higher level stuff. That's I mean, I don't know if out there if there is like Mother Nature or an entity, a deity, a god, but if for one moment in my life I have been touched by that essence, it is this.
I have a confession to make. I always thought there was one supreme being, that I knew what that God was, But yet, what you just said just now, as an aside, Mother Nature, maybe a deity, like the fact that you're open enough to the chance that there's many different types of beings. I don't have the mental capacity to have known that before you just said it. And now it's very clear to me that that is the right way. So, my friend, I am bowing out of this battle right now. I am no longer a part of it. I concede to you. You are the victor. You are the champion.
This this magnanimous passing of the torch, this victory, which to me would normally feel so hollow if said by anyone other than yourself. I wouldn't give it time of day, but from you, from this absolute sense of humbleness, this show that you are the greater person. It just tells me that whilst I will carry the flag and I will bear this victory in your honor, in your name, I find just a tiny little bit of comfort in just knowing that for generations, through the oral storytellers, through the books, through the pages, through the drawings, everyone will know that you made the supreme sacrifice here. Wow.
Well, I don't think I could ever witness something as magnanimous, as beautiful as this. Therefore, I am gouging my own eyes out of a sign of respect for something that I will never want to ever come close to witnessing in my life. Because my eyes shall not ever see anything as brilliant as what they just saw. My ears shall never hear anything as brilliant as what they just heard.
The unbelievable idea that you would take out body parts and feed them back to the earth so that trees and ants and creatures could feed and grow with a part of your with your
I
fabric,
just
your
have to
atoms, your
assume right
DNA.
now you are saying something beautiful. I just am assuming it right now.
And to think, all the people they said to me, they told me that you would win this battle of respect and that you would go to these lengths and that I would get victory. And part of me, selfishly, I was excited. I felt that you would be so respectful, that I would be the last man standing. And to some degree, I am. But I have learnt true respect today, and that is eternal. I'm not willing to go that far.
Sing! Dude,
Wow.
perfect. Uh, Great button to that. That was awesome. I'm not willing to go that far. That was
Yeah.
incredible. So
Do you
fun
know,
playing with you.
the thing was, for a minute or two, I was like, one of us is going to take the victory and like suddenly just like stab the other one in the back. I really didn't want it to be me in the end. I really didn't want to have to do it, but you couldn't hear me, you couldn't see me. I was like, well, I better take it. You won.
Man, that was incredibly fun, but I mean that was just so great. I loved playing with you.
No, that was loads of fun. I love. What was the original suggestion? Battle snakes.
Battle snakes, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And I just pictured I just pictured two guys who were just like, you know, snake like maybe nobody
Yeah.
trusted and they were just like kind of creepy and you know insincere.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And that
For the briefest moment when you came on, before your hands came into it, I was like, "Is Jay a snake right now?" Just from the movement, and I was like, "Okay, we'll just feel this out." Hands came in. I was like, "Okay, we're people with snake-like qualities."
yeah. Well, at the beginning when you were like, I got to get into character, I was thinking, oh, I okay, let's see where this goes. Like I thought, let's just let's just go with whatever that.
Okay, so no, because right, okay, so on that, when we first began what was I think the scene,
Yeah.
and I was like, right, let's do this. In my head, in that moment, I thought we were going to actually battle snakes against each other, and then you were like, "All right, I'm just getting into character," or something like that. And I thought, "Oh no, that was it. I was in character," and you were like, "Oh, I'm getting into character." So that was funny.
Oh, I didn't know if you were saying. It's funny because we've never met before
We've
this.
never met.
So I didn't know if you're the kind of performer that's like suggestion, let me get a moment and go. Because we didn't talk about it beforehand. I'm always like, I don't know, as soon as the suggestion is said, we're on. So it's fun navigating that without knowing.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was like, oh, "Are we going to do this?" I thought I can't even remember what was said. I thought you said something which was like, "Oh, we haven't begun yet," and I was like, "Oh no, no, sorry, I was in character," and then that led to us making entrances. It was
Yeah,
yeah,
I think you were like, yeah, you said like, are we gonna do this? And I think I might have said something like, yeah, let's do this, like
yeah,
with you. And then it was so fluid that I love that
yeah. I
style
love
where
it.
it's like we're on to something else now. Like, okay, like let's just follow that thing.
Absolutely, yeah,
Uh,
loved it.
how did you get into improv? Like, what made you start?
Wow. I ever since I was very, very small, I was watching things like Whose Lines It Anyway.
Yeah.
We have a show which is like a radio show that's been running for like 50 years called Just a Minute,
Hmm.
which is, if you're familiar with it, it's all improv and people uh, competing in challenges and stuff like this. And I've always loved these kind of shows and things. And I never used to even do like drama, but when I was about 18, I started doing drama. I went to college, and there I was always into let's do improv and stuff like this. And by the time I was at drama school, I was just like, I'm going to start an improv show. I'm going to start an improv company, and it's just taken over my life bit by bit.
Oh my God, isn't that great? Like you're spending your life trying to get people to do improv, and
Yeah.
then now you're like, fuck it, I'm doing I'm gonna start a company, I'm gonna do it on my own. And then people just are there with you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Do you know, it's completely like that. Sometimes I always, because I like teach stuff as well, I always tell people be proactive. So if you want an opportunity and you can't find an opportunity,
Yes,
make the opportunity. And
yes.
then you'll be able to show people what you want to do and that you can do it. And then you'll be doing it.
People, so many people. I've been living in Los Angeles about over 5 years now, and
Wow.
so many people are waiting and they're not proactive, and it drives me crazy because I'm the same way of like just do like there's no reason for you not to do something, but in the town I'm in, they're waiting to get approval, they're waiting to hear about a callback or get a job, or so not as many people, maybe they just don't think they can do it, but it's like, yeah, just start, do it, ask
Yeah.
one person, like ask one person to do something with you, and then it'll just grow because you're just active.
Yeah, and you know, about probably about 4 or 5 years ago, 4 to 5 years ago, I was directing a play, and I worked so hard at the play. It was someone else had written it, someone else, but I was producing it, and it was very niche play. It was a very specific audience, and like I poured my heart out into working on it, and I was like, I did everything right there, but because it was quite abstract, I was like, if I take everything I applied to that hard work wise and apply it to something which like I love doing, which I think people will enjoy. And improv, people love improv. And it's amazing because some people don't understand improv. And I was like, okay, let's make some people understand what improv is. And then the more people that understand what it is, as soon as they're introduced to it, they'll love it. And then it means I can do more of what I like. So,
I think that's great. Like that attitude is so dead on because the more people, I don't care what kind of improv it is, as long as people are aware and it's building the interest in it, I think it's
Yeah.
great in general, whether it's short form, long form, whatever style it is, it's helping to bring awareness to it. And I love that. It's like applying that thing you're working so hard at to something that now also you really love. You're gonna see the benefits of that. It's gonna happen because that's gonna drive, when you have that excitement and other people sense that, they're more likely to come on board and
Yeah, that
follow
people
you.
warm to it.
Yeah.
People warm to positivity. So if you've got something that you're passionate about and positive about, then people will see that and they'll feel your positivity.
Yeah. And whenever I see somebody who likes to be a downer about like positive people, I just think to myself, "Oh, they're in pain. They're just in pain."
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Do you know what? Like sometimes I've been with people and I don't even particularly like to focus on them, but you might go to a rehearsal or something,
Yeah.
and then afterwards you'll go to like a pub or a bar, I guess, or whatever. And people will be like, well, this is how I would have done it or something. I was like, well, do it then. Don't say how you could have done it. Do it. And if it's something I'm doing and you think there's something I should be doing, then you do yours, but invite me in and we can all both be doing something.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Everybody can win in that situation.
Yes, absolutely.
Uh, where can people find you? Like if they want to follow what you're doing on social media, or if they want to take a
Sure.
class with you, or reach out to you and play with you, like what's the best way?
I run Extreme Improv. I have got a shirt on, so that's the easiest. Just search that, search Extreme Improv. And we've got a Facebook page, YouTube channel, Twitch, Twitter, like anything, just search literally Extreme Improv. We, at the moment, during the pandemic, we've been doing a lot, absolutely tons and tons of streaming shows. We do a lot of short form shows. We've started doing some long form as well. We just run a festival, but we're going to have some more work, and that had a lot of workshops in it. We're going to have some more of those coming up. Literally, we've got a group for performers on Facebook, which is called Extreme Improv Extremed, and I've always got to do the X when I do that because
Yes.
it's a streaming show, and because we're called Extreme, then stream was already in it. So if you search
Beautiful.
Extreme Improv Extremed, we post about shows every Monday, and literally anyone can just comment saying I can do like Wednesday or Friday or something like this, and then I just go through and I assign people to shows. We have people from all over the world, and we always welcome new people in. So it's been this is just to this isn't actually on where you can find me, but the thing which I found most with streaming stuff like this, Jay, like we've never met before, like you said. You're in Los Angeles, I'm in the United Kingdom, and a year ago this wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And like I'm desperate, absolutely desperate to get back on stage. But at the same time, I've had like a few weeks ago, I had the slight panic that is this going to go away? Is it going to, because even though I could be on stage and with people and people that I know and love and all that, it'll be like there's people there in other countries that I've met in India or Australia or United States and so on and so forth that this allows us to do that. Whereas a year ago, I was literally having to go to festivals in the United States
Yeah.
to meet people out there.
Yeah. I'm with you, and I had the same panic. It's not going to go away because I look at it like you and I can hop on it in 5 minutes next
Yeah,
week. We can't hop on a plane that easily, even when the pandemic's over. So I
yeah.
I cherish these moments, and it's like it's bringing the world closer together. So I think it's here to stay, and I think we're going to start adapting what we do to this more. So I'm excited about the possibilities.
Yeah, I just can't wait for the first hybrid show where
Yeah,
if you're like if you know the Big Bang Theory,
yeah,
where there's like Sheldon and he's sick, and there's just like a computer monitor with his head and a t-shirt underneath,
yeah.
where I could say that we've got an extreme improv show and Jay's on it, and then like the robot Jay comes out on stage. How cool would that be?
Well, it's funny you say that because a couple years ago, I was teaching a class, and one of the students had to be out of town for their demonstration, their final performance. So one of the games we played was panel of experts, where everyone got, three people got an area of expertise. One of the other students stood there with an iPad over their face, and that person played the game still. So I think it is going to be possible, and I think it's
Yeah,
now we've seen it. We've been forced to make it happen.
and isn't that an improv thing?
Yeah,
We've got a restriction, and we've adapted. We've said yes, and we've incorporated whatever the
Yeah.
situation is around what we do.
I mean, that's it, right? And we're leading the way, and because I think you look at it like, all right, it's this or nothing, and I can't do nothing. I
Yeah,
have to do this. So now that we're
yeah,
getting the hang of it, and we've done a lot of these shows, now we start going, okay, what's the next incarnation? What's going to be 2.0 of this, and how do we
yeah.
make it a hybrid? And so for me, I'm very excited about the future of this, and the fact that I can play with people all over the world is what I've wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah, no, likewise. I think like the 2.0 will be that, you might see me on the other side of the screen. Will be where they've got the technology where the screens can overlap,
Yes.
just so it can overlap. So even though we can't tangibly interact, we can
It looks,
cross and
yes.
yeah,
And
that's
we're gonna start having like, okay, let's get these same cups, let's get these same props, let's get these same situations so that when we overlap, it looks really seamless. So
yeah.
it's exciting, man.
Well, yeah, you can kind of like do the thing. So if like your hand was coming across, I could like
yeah.
high five it, something like that. There we go.
Brother, great playing with you. And whether it's in person or another virtual scene, I can't wait to play with you again, man. Thanks so much.
No, thank you, Jay. And it'd be a pleasure to have you on any of the stuff that we've got going on. So we should connect on it.
Yeah, we will for sure, brother. We'll talk soon.
Okay, take care. Thank you so much.